Hey guys, I'm Cain Mack back here from the video, guys. Welcome back to an episode of my daily sniping series. Let's get started with the way, guys. Today what I want to talk about is going to be an idea I thought was pretty unique. So I was just sitting here thinking, like, what could they do to MUT to make it more fun? And I had this idea randomly in my head of them combining fantasy football with real Madden. So with Ultimate Team and fantasy football combined. So obviously a lot of people like fantasy football. A lot of people like playing it. A lot of people like watching football just because of fantasy football. What if they combined the two into one? Meaning, what if we had a fantasy football promo in Ultimate Team? And based on how good the players did each and every week, we got their cards upgraded themselves by themselves each and every week. So maybe, let's say the starters like David Johnson's and, you know, the elite level fantasy players started off with a high overall each and every year. And throughout the year, as they did better and better, they got better and better cards. Now, I know this would completely throw the whole upgrading window out of the window, or curve out of the window, because this would give players crazy overalls and they would have crazy stats way before, you know, they were supposed to. But nonetheless, I feel like it would still be a really cool idea just because of the fact that, you know, you would watch real football. You also have fantasy football, which a lot of Madden fans, you know, play fantasy football. So you already paid attention to that, and now you might get a card in the game that, you know, goes crazy stat-wise. And maybe this is only one player per person. So maybe one person, yeah, if I could speak. Maybe you can only select one player each and every single year. So for example, let's say, you know, kind of like if you had the first pick in the draft. And let's say you say, okay, I want David Johnson this year. Now, if David Johnson has a great fantasy year, you go ahead and get upgrades throughout the year of that David Johnson each and every week, depending on how good he does. Now, kind of like a Team of the Week promo, but for your own single player. So, let's say David Johnson does what he did in real life where he got hurt, then you can't go ahead and, you know, upgrade him anymore because he's hurt. That would be just a kind of cool idea. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just like saying crazy stuff. But I just thought that would be a cool idea. Because like, let's say I select personally Odell Beckham, right? And throughout the year, he has a great fantasy year. Well, I might get a 95, 96, 97 overall Odell Beckham at the end of the year where, you know, you might select David Johnson, and the risk of selecting a player that has injury issues could be he gets hurt and you don't get him for the whole entire year. So you don't get that 95 at the end of the year. You might get like a 91, you know? This will be interesting. It just makes it a little bit more fun to watch, you know, real football, fantasy football, and connect that whole entire thing to MUT. So that's what I was thinking, guys. Tell me down below what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I don't know how I like 100% feel about it. I mean, again, just thought about the idea randomly. I was just sitting here. I was like, hey, what should I talk about? And I was like, this is a cool idea. I've been kind of, you know, theorizing. So why not just bring it up to you guys and see what you guys think? So other than that, you know, any ways to get even more and more upgrades, like more and more promos to upgrade players, just to make it more fun. And that's what I feel like EA really needs to start doing with Ultimate Team is it's not always about the cards that come out. It's not always about the things that are in the game. It's not always about this, that, and the third. It's just about having fun. You know, I feel like EA needs to really do a better job at separating spending the whole money aspect of this game and the fact that we did pay $60 for this video game. So I feel like they need to keep separating that, and they need to make it more about, well, you paid $60, so here's the fun part. You know, here's that part you paid the $60 for to have fun. And they need to keep adding more things to that $60, you know, I could call it fun total, but the $60 total that you spend. And I feel like the more they do that, the more this game becomes fun, and the more it less, you know, gets kind of annoying with the whole money spending type of thing, because it's like, okay, well, you paid $60, but you're paying $60, you know, for this or that. It's not for, you know, like, oh, you paid $60 for nothing. You're paying it because, you know, you're getting this, this, and this. So I kind of feel like they should separate it even more by adding new and fun things that have nothing to do with spending money. Again, that promo I just talked about, that would be just a promo that is one thing free. It wouldn't cost any coins or money. And you just go ahead and get that at the beginning of the year. And then throughout the year, you got upgrades. And they did it this year with rookie premier players. And obviously, that's very awesome. And I really hope they push that more and more, because the idea of selecting a certain player and, you know, letting that player throughout the whole entire year upgrade himself, it doesn't make it so you have to go ahead and go out there and get the newest card, or go out there and, you know, spend coins of money to get this card or that card, complete this set or that set. It's like the card automatically upgrades, so he's automatically, you know, gonna upgrade himself. So I don't know. Again, just a theory, just an idea. I'd love to hear your feedback down below. But next thing I want to talk about is going to be, you know, the Christmas promo, because obviously, again, today is, well, I'm making this video on a Thursday, this kid's coming out on a Friday. Today we have maybe the rest of the promo come out, either today, tomorrow, or Sunday. My theory is probably going to be Sunday, but if it's not Sunday, then we might have it out today or tomorrow. Again, by the time I'm recording this video, we might already know the information of it coming out today. So with that in mind, you know, what do I think? You know, I mean, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of, like, tension with this promo because of the fact that they're waiting so long to release anything else. I mean, they did go ahead and take this promo, right? They took the blog, they changed the blog up, so no longer did it say about, you know, the Snow Beast players. And obviously, I think they will still come out. I'm just saying that they took that away in the blog. You know, we had ghost players, you know, a Brett Favre, like, confirmed picture on their, you know, on their, Twitter banner, and it's just a lot of things happening, and I feel like at this point, I think it's going to happen, but I'm just wondering when they're going to go ahead and release all this, because eventually they have to release all this, with all the hints they gave, with all the things they talked about. Them not releasing this would be the biggest disappointment. So I'm just waiting for them to release everything. I mean, I don't know why they do this. I understand why in a little bit, but I don't understand 100%. I understand that, you know, why they take so long to release stuff like this is mainly just because they want you to spend all your money on one part of the promo, then they release another part of the promo, and then you spend even more money. Obviously, they're doing that with limited time cards, so you go ahead and open up packs for these limited time cards, and go ahead and spend more money for the limited time cards. And then, you know, obviously the gifts already took a lot of money. Limited time cards take a lot of money, and then they release something else that takes a lot of money. And I get it, they want to put this in pieces, because if you release it all at one time, then they're not making maximum profit. It makes sense, right? I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying it does make sense from a business point of view that they are releasing things in sections to go ahead and make pretty much, no offense to anyone here, but milk you dry, right? They're trying to milk you dry of money. And the way you do that is just release this huge thing. Oh my God, spend all your money on this. Okay, here's another huge thing. Spend all your money on this. And finally, here's this. No, spend all your money on this. So that's what they're doing. You know, theoretically, they're releasing a lot of stuff in batches to go ahead and say, okay, all money here, and all money here, and, you know, it's whatever, right? And the idea is to make you guys think, I guess, would be, you guys would think, oh, well, there's not going to release anything else, right? It's just going to be this part of the promo, right? We're just going to have ghosts, we're just going to have out of position players. All right, whatever, I'll just spend all my money I have on this promo right here. Oh, wait, but now there's limited time cards out. Don't you want to spend money on limited time cards? Well, yeah, I kind of do. Okay, here's the rest of my money here. But how about those ghost players we just released? Don't you want the? It's like, oh my gosh. And it's really difficult because obviously me doing videos, I personally, you know, I have only a certain budget I spend on all the promos. So I have to separate it throughout the whole promo because I don't want to spend money on just the beginning, just the middle, or just the end. So when they do that, it really ticks me off because I'm trying to, you know, open up packs for the whole promo. I don't want to open up packs for this one part of the promo, this middle part of the promo, or this right part of the promo. I want to open it for the whole promo. You know, I want to get all the cards. If, you know, if I pull a $100 bundle, I want to have the chance of getting out of position players. I want the chance of getting ghost players. I want the chance of getting a limited edition cards. And by separating the whole entire promo into 3 different parts, I feel like that kind of just negates, you know, the ability to do that. It makes it so you have to spend your money on this part, spend your money on this part, and spend your money on this part. And I get it's kind of tricky with the Christmas coming out and everything, you know, working together. They don't want to release, you know, they won't release presents before Christmas. They want to release presents after Christmas. There has to be limited time cards somewhere in there. And obviously the Ghost players most likely have to come after Christmas. Or, sorry, on Christmas Eve, right before Christmas, leading into Christmas. So they have to go ahead and release Ghost players there, and it's just a lot of confusing stuff. And obviously, I hate when MUT gets confusing because it's kind of just annoying. But nonetheless, guys, tell me down below what you guys think. I know I do a lot of these rambling videos a lot. And to the person who said he wanted me to show all the money or coins I made from this video, there you go. This, what's it called? Coins made. I ended up spending, let's see, what is this? I went ahead and spent 4,400. I think that's 10,000. Yeah, it's 10,000. Oh, no, 13,000. What? Yeah, 13,000. And I went ahead and made back around, spent 13,000, and I made back, let's see, times 0.9, plus, let's say about 8,900. And I made back around 17,000. So I made about 4,000 coins from this video. Again, only 10-minute video. Wasn't doing as good sniping as I could have. I definitely, during these videos, I feel like I don't snipe as efficiently and as good. And the reason why is because I'm kind of trying to cover a point. And when I try to cover a point, I'm not always able to like look at the screen at every single second. You guys have told me many times I missed many snipes in the past because of that. And that's just how it works when it comes to trying to talk and do a subject and also snipe at the same time. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.